Happy Saturday! Lizzy here for learning how to Irish step dance with me and my dog Spike and my husband Chris. We are back again for another week of learning how to Irish jig, Irish dance, do some reels, do some jigs, a bunch of different things today. So I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. I know that the weather is really, really nice out. So whether you're tuning in live now or if you're watching it at another point, I hope that you get a chance to get outside today at some point. It's really, really nice. The weather's gorgeous. So we are going to do some stretching like we always do to get ourselves nice and warmed up and ready to go. Spike will probably join us for our stretching. So I'm just going to back myself up just a little bit, just so you can see me. And we're going to start with our feet together. And Spike's probably going to come over and want to stretch with us like he did last week. So your feet are going to be together and your knees are going to be down. You're going to bring your arms all the way up and you're going to come straight forwards and down. Hopefully you guys have been keeping up to date with everything that's been going on with Merit. A lot of the clubs have been able to open up outdoor fitness. I myself am the manager of our Ford Avenue location, and we're really excited to announce that we've opened outdoor group fitness classes as well as our general fitness hours outdoors. So if you haven't got a chance to check out the schedule, go online, go to our website or our social media pages, and you can check out what classes all of our locations are able to offer outside. Not only can you find some of your favorite group fitness instructors like Chip and Amelia, and you can also find some of your favorite personal training directors like Heidi. We are doing a few things at Ford Avenue in this upcoming week, so definitely feel free to check it out. We'd love to see some of you guys sign up for those general fitness hours and our group fitness hours too. So really exciting stuff coming your way. So we're just going to continue stretching so that we're ready for our Irish dancing today. Hopefully you guys have been kind of following along. Every week we're learning something new. We'll go over something that we did last week as well, but we'll learn some new things this week. We'll turn this way so our legs are nice and straight. And remember, in Irish dancing, the legs are always really straight, really, really pointed down all the way. So we want to wake up those feet by flexing and pointing and flexing and pointing. So as you flex and point, you want to think that you're drawing your toes all the way down to the floor, like you're reaching those toes as if they could touch the floor. And then you're going to draw those feet all the way up as though you're kind of pulling those toes towards you. Oh, here's Belle. Hi, Belle. It's my other dog. So you're going to point down all the way and you're, hi there. What do you want to do? Huh? You want to play? I know, you probably want to play too. And you're going to stretch those feet all the way up. Flex, 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 all the way up. Good. And you're going to stretch all the way over. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Pull those toes towards you and point your toes. Coming all the way down, nice long stretch here. And then we're going to come sit up nice and tall. Remember, you want to think that your back is up against a wall, so your back is nice and straight and tall. Just going to do some outside circles with the ankles. So you want to think that it's just your ankles that's working, not your legs. Your legs should just be nice and stationary on the ground, and your ankles and your feet should be doing all of the work. Then we're going to take those circles inside all the way around. Good. And one more time outside. Good. And take those legs out. Check them out so they're ready to go. We're going to stand up nice and tall. And we're going to come to our first position. So if anyone remembers, your first position is your heels together and your toes apart. So your heels are touching and your toes are pointing away from your body. Just to get a good stretch with our legs nice and straight, let's just bring our arms all the way up, really nice and tall as if you were reaching for the ceiling, and hinge over all the way forwards, coming down, reaching towards the ground as much as you can, slowly reaching down, holding the stretch, slowly reaching yourself up, and we'll do it one more time, reaching up all the way to the ceiling. Bring those arms straight out and through, stretching out the backs of the legs. We're probably going to be doing some kicks and some jumps today, which will be really fun. And slowly coming up. Good. And then we just want to make sure that we remember what our fifth position looks like. So fifth position is you point your right foot out towards the front, and then that heel touches the opposite big toe. Okay, so my front foot heel touches my opposite foot big toe, and then we turn those toes away from our body again. So it's a nice crossed, very tight position. So we just want to make sure that we feel comfortable there. Bring our arms all the way down, just stretching over with those legs nice and crossed in that position as well. Good. And then slowly roll yourself back up. Awesome. Okay, so we're ready for some toe walks. So today we're going to warm our toes up by just being in that really high releve position. Releve means like up on your toes. It's a ballet term. Up all the way through your feet. So if you stand in that first position just to start off nice and easy, you're going to releve up all the way through the balls of your feet and really kind of push those heels away from the floor and kind of up and through the legs. So like I was talking about last week, if you did tune in, this could be considered to be off the floor on your toes, but you really want to think that you're up all the way a little bit higher on the toes there. So let's try to just keep yourself as high on the tippy toes as possible, keeping the legs just in this first position here, and we're just going to walk forwards nicely all the way up to the front, and then you can turn yourself around and walk all the way back, just getting those feet warmed up. And remember, anything we do in Irish dancing, we're up on those toes, so you just want to kind of warm up your feet, knowing that this is where you're going to stay. Now we're going to do that fifth position walk on tiptoes, so point that foot in front of you. Draw it in so that heel is touching your big toe. It's going to be nice and crossed. If any of you guys have forgotten, Irish dancing is very, very tight up at your top upper body. So there's no movement going along. So for the first half of this video, I definitely have been talking a lot with my hands. But when we are dancing, it's going to look completely different. So your hands are completely by your side, silent. They do not move. They don't sway or anything like that. So it's very, very structured posture. So what I always like to say is put your arms out, put your thumbs in, fingers over your thumbs, roll your shoulders back, up and down, so they're not all the way up here. Roll them back, and then pull your shoulders down, and then pull your arms by your side. And that's how your posture is going to be. You want to be very lifted in your core, thinking really, really nice and tall. Then you're going to lift all the way up with crossed legs, and you're going to walk on tiptoes. So you have your posture down, your arms are in, you're up on your toes, all the way up. Trying to keep those legs nice and crossed. As you're coming forward, just keep that same foot in front because we are crossing those legs. In Irish dance, there's always a dominant foot that's in front, and then your back foot is always crossed behind. So let's put that opposite foot in front. Point that toe out, draw it in so your heel is touching your opposite big toe. Keep that same posture. So your shoulders are rolled back, your elbows are in, your arms are down. Pull up on your toes. You should see crossed legs, so your legs are nice and crossed. And now walk all the way up on those tiptoes, pulling those heels all the way away from you. Good. All the way up. Tippy toes. Good. All the way. Awesome job. So we're going to warm up with our points to make sure that we remember how to point. It's a really good hopping drill through all of our dancing. There's a lot of hopping on your back foot. So if anyone remembers what a point is just straight out in front of you, and you touch very, very lightly, basically like your big toe on the floor, and then you immediately bring it back up again. So a point just looks like this. Hop, touch, hop, touch, hop, touch, hop, touch. Every time you do that, you want to think that your leg is really turned out. So I always like to say that if you were to look down, you would see the inside of your foot. So I see the inside of my ankle right here as my foot is pointed. You never want to see the top of your foot. You want to see the inside of your foot. So the inside of your arch, ankle bone, and all of that. So that's what a turned out foot is. So today we're just going to do a little bit of a series of 8 points on our right foot, 8 points on our left. Then we're going to break it down into 4 and 4, 2 and 2, and then we're going to bring those legs back and forth and back and forth. So we'll preview one, and you can follow along if you remember, and then you can just jump in for the next leg. So we're going to start with those 8 points on our right leg. We're going to lift up onto our tippy toes. 5, 6, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, back and forth and back and forth. Good. So if you were able to keep up and do that, that's awesome. Always remember that you're really, really high up on those back toes. So every time you are hopping, hop, touch, hop, touch, hop, touch, you're hopping on that back foot. You want to make sure that that back foot stays really high on those toes and it doesn't start to get really, really low, okay? So for this next set, I'm going to bring out our special, most favorite dance assistant since he was not with us last week, since he was away, and he is going to put some socks on and help us with one of these drills because I think he remembers what this drill is so that he can be dancing and I can be giving some critiques like I would normally do in class. Thank you, most favorite dance assistant, Chris.
You're welcome.
So, Chris, do you remember your warm-up drill that I just previewed?
A little.
Okay, so you're going to take your right foot out. You have 8 points on your right, 8 points on your left, 4, 4, 2, 2, back and forth, and back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to try that. Give me a 5th position. Good, so you're going to point your right foot out and you're going to hop 8 times on that back foot. And as we were just talking about, you want to really stay up on your toes on your back foot. So try that. Ready? 5, 6, ready, and hop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now stop. Good. That was good. Now remember, if you feel like you're going to wobble like Chris just did, you really want to engage your core and pull up really, really tall. I always tell some of my younger students, you want to think you grow an inch taller as soon as you wobble. Okay, so you grow, and by growing, you're really squeezing and engaging your core. If engaging your core isn't a term that you're used to hearing as a younger student. So, let's try that again on your opposite foot. Now, as you're doing those points, you always want to remember that you really stay up on that back leg. You stay up on your toe. Stay up really nice and high on your toe. Don't let the back toe drop. Okay? Ready? Right foot. Or whatever foot this is. 5, 6, ready, and hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On your toe, on your toe, on your back foot toe. Yeah. Raise up on it. Yeah. Core. There you go. Good. So you can tell it's not as easy for everyone to really just stay up here all the time and not wobble. Okay, so you really, everything has to be engaged. Not only your legs pulling up through your calves, your core, and staying really, really nice and tall. For some people, this is a very familiar position, like myself. For someone newer to Irish dance, like Chris, not as familiar, so we just have to practice it a little bit more.
Yep.
Thank you for previewing that.
You're welcome.
You can go sit down now. Okay, so we are going to do one more drill, and Chris is probably going to do this drill with us after, just to kind of show what it's like for someone who's a little bit newer to the drill, how that looks, and some of the things that you can try to fix as you're kind of going along with this drill. We did this last week, and we called it the tuck drill. So this drill is where you're hopping on one base leg, kind of like your base leg is where you put all of your weight, and then your other leg is all the way pulled up in the air. So it's really just hopping on one foot, but instead of letting that opposite foot just go wild, it is very much pulled up towards the sky, and your toe is pointed up towards the ceiling. So it's in a very tight position. So hopping on one foot can kind of look like this, or like this, if you're just kind of doing it for fun. But in Irish dance, obviously there are rules. You want to make sure that you're doing it really nice and sharply. So I'll preview one side, and it's the same amount of hops. So you have 8 and 8. So 8 on one side, 8 on the other. 4, 4, 2, 2, and then you go back and forth. So every single time you're going to have a foot all the way tucked up, and then you're going to switch and have the other foot all the way tucked up. You want to think that it's tucked all the way up to the bum, toes pointed towards the ceiling. So I'll do it to the side so you can see how my feet are going to the side, and then we'll have Chris do a few just so we can work through some corrections on how you might be feeling as someone who's a little bit newer to Irish dance. So we're going to take one foot all the way up to the bum, and the other foot's going to be our hopping and our stationary leg. Ready? 5, 6, ready, and hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch your legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2. Switch. 1, 2. Back and forth and back and forth. Good. Awesome. So hopefully you're able to keep up with that. Now we're going to break it down just a little bit more with Chris. So Chris, come out. So, very similar drill. I don't know if you were just watching from side stage there.
I was.
Great. So, with a tuck, it's a little bit more difficult than a normal point. It's going to be a lot different than just kind of bring that leg out straight. There has to be a lot more control and balance. So I'm going to have you turn slightly to the side, and I want you to pick up one of your back foot and bring it up. Yes. So not a place that we're used to being. You see how Chris's knee wants to come forward? We're going to bring your knee back so it's in line with your other leg. And then this foot should be up here and pointed. So Belle probably thinks I'm hurting him. I'm not really. So I want you to try hopping with your foot like that and hopping on your leg that you're putting all the way up. Try to stay on your toe. Hop up. Yep, now what you want to see that leg is, but you want to hold it up to your bum and not, So as you can see, it's a little bit more difficult than it sometimes can appear for someone who's not used to being in a position like that. So that leg should be up all the way. This leg wants to be in line with your other leg. Use your core.
Mm-hmm.
And now pull that leg. And instead of having the leg wobble like this, you want it to be really tight and not moving. So try that. Pull it up. Up. Okay. Better. A little bit better. Now, if you had, go get on your flat foot. Give me your foot a little bit. Give me your foot. You want to have this part of your foot bend a little bit more. So it's up towards the ceiling. Chris's foot doesn't seem like it bends that way. So always some things to work on when you have larger feet that are not as bendy as some other people's feet. So good job kind of giving us the more beginner-like perspective on that. Thank you. Cool. So we are going to go over our most favorite jig step that we've been learning. Last week we did it and we went over it pretty slow. This week I'm hoping that we can speed it up just a little bit. We'll go over it once as a preview, a little bit slower just in case you don't remember it, and then we'll speed it up just a little bit. This is our bunny hop light jig step. So if any of you guys remember, we have jump to the front, jump to the back, jump, open, cross your feet. So this is just a fun step for anyone, all ages, to be able to do in their houses or at a dance competition or wherever you may be. So let's try to go over it nice and slow and then we'll speed it up. So you always start with your right foot, point it out, up on your tippy toes, and we're going to start with a jump and a kick. So we have jump 2 legs on the ground, jump together, kick your right out, hop it behind, hop back 2, 3, 4. And remember to cross your feet. Now you have to get that right leg in front, so you switch with a jump, switch your feet, right leg's in front, kick your right again, hop back 2, 3, 4. So I'll put that together and show you how those two parts look together. So we have jump together, kick right, hop back 2, 3, 4. Now switch back to your right, switch right, kick right, hop back 2, 3, 4. Now here's your bunny part. You have jump to the front, jump to the back, jump open, jump closed, and your ending, kick your right, kick right, hop it behind, hop your opposite foot, hop back 2, 3, 4. Good. So hopefully that was a little bit of a refresher on that. You want the legs to be nice and high in those kicks and nice and straight too. So we don't want to see a kick that looks like this. We want to see a kick that's just from the ground straight up. So no bending of the knee. Those legs come straight up to you and you don't pull them with the knee. So let's try it a little bit quicker. 5, 6, ready, and jump, kick right, hop back 2, 3, 4. Switch, kick right, hop back 2, 3, 4. Jump up, jump back, jump open, jump closed, kick right, hop back 2, 3, 4. Good, and remember to keep those legs nice and crossed. Now, teaching assistant Chris, do you remember your light jig step?
That step?
Yes, the step I just did.
Yes, it's hard.
Well, you know what? Some things are hard, but the more we work on them, the better they may look, correct?
Yes.
So let's try the first little bit there. So you have your jump, kick, hop back 2, 3, 4. Try that. Ready? 5, 6, ready, and you have jump together. Yep, jump together with both feet.
Yep.
So jump together, kick right, hop it behind, hop back 2, 3, 4. Now switch your feet, switch them. Switch in the air, kick right, hop back 2, 3, 4. Yes. Now, common mistake that happens a lot is, as we're doing those jump kicks, I'll do it from the side, we have jump, and then it's very common to want to do kick like that, versus jump, You want to think that you're raising your leg up and you're using really your quad. Belle, what are you doing? I don't want to kick you. So you have jump and then you, okay Belle, you're gonna have to get out of the way. You lift that leg straight up, kick straight in the air. So you don't want to bend that knee at all. So try to get your leg nice and straight. So try that. Ready? 5, 6, ready.
Like kicking or nothing?
The whole thing. Jump.
Okay.
5, 6, ready, and jump. Straight leg, hop, back 2, 3, 4. Switch your legs. Switch, kick, hop, back 2, 3, 4. Remember the other part. Up, back, out, in. Jump forward, jump back, jump open, cross your feet. Right kick, hop it behind. Hop your opposite, hop back 2, 3, 4. Hop back 2, 3, 4. Yes, good. Not too bad. Now, we've talked about this before. Every time you hop a foot behind and you're taking it from the front and you hop it behind and through, you want to make sure that your foot is pointed down and you don't have a flexed foot.
Cool.
So do we remember that?
Now we do.
Yes. Okay. Very good. You want to try one more time?
Yes.
Okay, ready? 5, 6, ready, yet. Jump, kick straight, hop back 2, 3, 4. Switch, kick straight, hop back 2, 3, 4. Jump forwards, jump back, jump open, jump closed, kick right, hop it behind, hop your other foot up back 2, 3, 4. Yep, point it down. Point it down. Good. Go sit down, take a break. Okay, so who remembers our overs? Assistant Chris might not because he was away last week, so hopefully you guys remember your overs. So an over is a jump. Last week we were doing it where we were jumping over something. So let me just get something that I can jump over from my table. So you can use anything. I'm just using a simple pad of paper. And I put the pad of paper in front of us so we have something to jump over. And over takes you from point A to point B. It's kind of like jumping over a log. So you have that foot, your front foot's out in front of you and it's straight. And what you're going to do is you're going to push from your back foot, push all of your weight onto that front foot, over. Now hold that foot back up to your bum and then bring it to the front, 2, 3, and step forwards. So I'll show you what it looks like from the front. You have your right leg and you're pushing from your back. You're going to fall onto your right leg with that weight, over, and then you bring that foot through, 2, 3, your back foot. Now from the side, your front foot is here. You're going to pull all of your weight onto that front foot, over. Now, do you see how my foot's tucked up in the back? Just like what we were doing with that drill, up to your bum, and then you bring it through, 2, 3, so that it is your front foot. So you're basically going from your right foot to your left foot. So I wanted to incorporate that because we did a step last week that had overs in it. So I want to make sure that we remember that step as well so we're able to do it. So let's try the overs just by themselves. So we have our right foot's in front and you're going to pull that right foot forwards, over, 2, 3. And let's bring that opposite foot forwards. Over, hop onto it, 2, 3. Good. So we'll do a few more of those. Right foot's in front. Hop your, pull your right foot up in the air. Up, over, 2, 3. Other foot up in the air. Hop, over, 2, 3. Good. Assistant Chris, do you remember any overs?
Yes.
Want to try?
Yes.
Let me see. Right foot up in the air. Hop up, hop over it. Hop, 2, 3. Good. Now, what did we talk about with those tucks? Remember the tucks we did at the beginning of class?
Yes.
So as you bring your back foot up, tuck it up to your bum and then bring it through.
Okay.
Over. Tuck it up. 2, 3. Bring it through. 2, 3. Good. Good. Awesome. Want to try one more time?
Same foot?
Yeah. 5, 6. Ready, and. Pretty good.
Is that right?
Try it again. Four. Over. Bring it through. 2, 3. Good. Very good. So we're going to go over a step that we went over last week. So Chris, you'll sit down because I don't know if you know this
I
one.
don't think so either.
I don't think you do. So it is a step that we went over last week and it had overs in it. So I'm going to go over it slowly and then we will try to speed it up just a little bit. So does everyone remember our cut 2, 3s? We have cut, you cut your leg all the way up to your hips. You have cut, step to the side, cut, step to the side. So we have 2 of those, cut 2, 3, cut 2, 3. So let's try those. Up on your tippy toes, bring that leg up and cut to your side. Cut, 2, 3, cut, 2, 3. Now, we're gonna add 2 overs. The leg that's in front, you're gonna hop onto it. Over, 2, 3, over, 2, 3. So pretty easy. Cut 2, 3, cut 2, 3, over 2, 3, over 2, 3. So up on your tippy toes, 5, 6, ready, and cut. Cut 2, 3, cut 2, 3. Now overs, over 2, 3, over 2, 3. Good. Put those together just a little bit quicker. Up on your tippy toes, 5, 6, ready, and cut 2, 3, cut 2, 3. Now your overs, over 2, 3, over 2, 3. Now, I'm going to back up so you can see me. That same foot that's been in front the whole time is still in front. You have your right leg that's in front. You're going to do a cut 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is just like this. You have your leg and you cut. Normally we would go to the side. We're going to take this cut 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a circle. So I'll show you. We have cut 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're just taking it, instead of laterally to the side, we're taking it in a circle around ourselves. So all together it's going to be cut 2, 3, cut 2, 3, over 2, 3, over 2, 3, cut 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll end it. So let's try to put those parts together and put on an ending. Ready? 5, 6, ready, end. Cut 2, 3, cut 2, 3. Now your overs. Hop that leg up. Over 2, 3, over 2, 3. Now your spin. Cut 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Point your right. Point right. Hop back. Point left. Hop back. Good. You want to try that with me?
Yes. With you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Totally.
Okay. Actually, you know what? We may change our ending just to make it a little more difficult
Perfect.
because you're here. So we will go up on our tippy toes. We'll do the whole thing, and we'll add a little bit of a different ending. So let's try the cuts and the overs. 5, 6, ready, end. Cut 2, 3, cut 2, 3. Now your overs. Over 2, 3, over 2, 3. Now your spin. Cut 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now your right foot's in front, and you're going to do point, cut, up to your bum. So try that. Point, cut, up to your bum. And then reach it in front, and a point, hop back. Point, hop behind. Yeah. So it's just a little bit of a fun way of doing a more advanced point. Point, cut, pull it up, point, hop back. And it's all done with your right foot. All of that work is done with your right foot, which is nice and easy to remember. So if you think point, cut, tuck it up, point, hop it behind. So try that. We did this last week.
Did we?
Well, you were not here.
We right.
You may have tuned in. Try it.
Okay. So it's
Point, point, cut, up to your bum, pull it out, point, hop back. Yes, very good. So we'll add that on to the whole step and see how it flows. Maybe twice, all the way through. Ready?
Okay.
Not back to back. We'll pause in between.
okay. Good.
Let's start with those cuts. Ready? This is our last 2 things that we're doing. Up on our tippy toes. 5, 6. Ready, and cut 2, 3. Cut 2, 3. Overs. Over 2, 3. Over 2, 3. Spin. Spin 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Point, cut, up to your bum, and point, hop back. Good. Do you think you do it by yourself?
Yes.
Yay! Okay, Assistant Chris is going to do it by himself, and I'm going to critique. So, Assistant Chris, are you ready? I'll go on this side because you're moving that way.
Ready.
Okay, ready. 5, 6.
Wait. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. I forgot what it was.
Okay, ready. 5, 6. Ready, and cut 2, 3. Cut 2, 3. Overs. Over. Over. Over 2, 3. Over 2, 3. Spin. Cut 2, 3, 4, 5. Right foot. Point, cut up. Point, cut up to your bum and point, hop back. Okay, good. That was not bad. We will do it one time with me without Chris to end it, just so we remember how it's supposed to look. Ready? One last time. Up on your toes. Remember to point your feet. 5, 6. ready, and cut 2, 3, cut 2, 3, over 2, 3, over 2, 3, spin, spin, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, point, cut, up your bum and point, hop back. Good, awesome job, guys. So we were able to go over a real step and a jig step, which is awesome. Like I said before, not only are we still doing these virtual classes, which is great, but we have moved to outdoor fitness. So please, please, please go online, check out our website as well as all of our social media pages to check out whatever club is closest to you, their outdoor fitness schedule, whether that is group fitness classes with some of your favorite instructors or general fitness hours, which will just be some blocks of time that you can sign up for via Eventbrite and be able to go utilize some pieces of equipment that we're going to be able to bring outside into our parking lots and some secure areas so you can get some workouts in outside. So really exciting things happening, and as always, fingers crossed that we get to open up soon. So thank you guys so much for joining me for learning how to Irish step dance again with me, Lizzie, and Chris, and the dogs, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and maybe I'll see you outside at Ford Avenue sometime soon.